A mysterious death at a Twin Cities hospital leaves a family searching for answers, questioning if the hospital tried to conceal what happened. Here's KARE 11's investigative reporter AJ Legault with a natural death.
This is my dad. We had all his celebration and honored him when he passed.
In life, Stephen Westrom was a man with many passions.
Loved to travel.
His daughter Brianna, now on her own journey, in search of the truth about his death, a death mHealth Fairview told her was natural.
There's nothing natural about this. Nothing natural.
Brianna uncovered records that tell an entirely different story.
It's like reading a horror story.
Brianna's dad was 80 years old. Stephen had a host of health complications, including a recent stroke. On March 12, 2024, he was taken to the mHealth Fairview Southdale Hospital with shortness of breath. 4 days later, he was doing well enough to be in a step-down unit, awaiting placement in a nursing home. Brianna saw her dad that morning.
Visited with him for a while. He's doing, again, really well.
She left the hospital to run errands, but a few hours later got called back. Her dad was dead.
Unbelievable, based on the condition that I saw him in that morning.
What did they tell you had happened?
They said that he had bled externally, but they weren't aware of what had happened yet, that they would need to do some investigation and look into it, but they were unaware of what caused it or how it happened.
Brianna waited 2 months with no answers while mHealth Fairview did an autopsy.
So they set up a meeting for me to come in and go over the results with them.
Suspicious, Brianna secretly recorded that meeting with 2 hospital vice presidents.
And in this case, a bleeding event may have contributed, and so it is our responsibility to be transparent about that.
The hospital execs acknowledged Stephen suffered blood loss from an uncapped catheter, but downplayed the significance in light of his other health issues.
That I think it's just so difficult to know what the impact of that was. We can't say definitively that this caused your father's death.
The mHealth Fairview autopsy pathologists wrote their findings do not point to an acute or specific cause of death. But buried in the autopsy notes, there's a hint of something significant. It says Stephen was found with an uncapped IV catheter in his arm and was lying in a pool of blood, congealed at the edges. Despite that, they listed the manner of death as natural.
They couldn't identify what happened.
No.
But days later, she got a call from the Hennepin County Medical Examiner's office. They were signing the death certificate. The ME said the official manner of death was going to be listed as accident. The cause? Exsanguination. That means he bled to death due to a catheter mishap.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Records show Southdale Hospital doctors transparently told the county ME investigator that Brianna's dad exsanguinated due to an uncapped IV and had lost about 4 liters of blood.
It's significant when you see that 4 liters of blood was lost.
Oh, yes. 4 liters of blood is clearly a lethal event.
Dr. Victor Whedon, a forensic pathologist who served as the president of the American Academy of Forensic Sciences, reviewed all the case records for KARE 11. He says the human body only has 5 liters of blood total.
It does seem that the autopsy report smacks of protectionism of the hospital itself.
Is there any mystery here as to what caused Mr. Westrom's death?
There's absolutely no mystery about what caused Mr. Westrom's death. He definitely died from blood loss.
Bleeding to death is not a natural manner of death.
Jeff Montpettit is a lawyer hired by Brianna. He says he's preparing to file a medical malpractice lawsuit.
This is the most deviant thing that I've ever seen in my history as a lawyer.
So, what does mHealth Fairview have to say? They declined to be interviewed, but after some back and forth with KARE 11, did a major about-face.
The hospital maintains there was no attempt to mislead or conceal what happened, but now admits listing the death as natural was a mistake.
As part of a lengthy emailed statement, they wrote, "After further review, we acknowledge that this classification may not fully reflect the circumstances surrounding the event."
stuck on congealed. No one checked on him.
Brianna demanded the hospital give her all her dad's records. She still doesn't have answers as to how the catheter got uncapped and why no one noticed for hours as blood pooled across his bed and floor.
And he bled out externally, almost all the blood in his body over a period of time. And no accountability for that.
For KARE 11 Investigates, A Natural Death, I'm AJ Legault.